what are some of the symptoms that women might have, relationship men might have, that you deter them, or how do you dig deep into that so that they can be happy with themselves or the situation that they currently are in?
Well, I think it's we recognize that you are attached to the fear, that fear masquerades itself as discernment,
Okay.
standards, being realistic. And so a lot of women want to call it high standards, being cautious. I'm not settling, but that's all a bunch of bullshit because underneath all of that is her inability. She's emotionally unavailable. She's withholding her emotions, and at the same time, she's bracing for a like disappointment. Already planning the exit strategy before the relationship even begins. You know what I mean? Like that's self abandonment.
So, oh, that is deep. Self abandonment. I mean, because self abandonment can come in so many different forms and it will come out in so many different ways. It could be like, even if I'm not available because of this certain situation I'm in, I might be trying to rebuild my life. I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to do something.
Yeah. What does it mean when we manufacture proof that love is unsafe? Yeah, because your brain is going to scan, it's going to filter. Your
Okay.
nervous system has already decided that love is dangerous because your brain's loyal to the past, right? So
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
brain is going to control your body. Your nervous system has decided love is dangerous. Your mind's job it becomes backing up that decision. So instead of being open to and being present to what's really happening in front of you, your brain starts acting like a fucking prosecutor. And not to find out the truth of what's going on. It wants to win the fucking case
Right.
that you fucking suck and you're going to leave.
She dropping them nuggets. That's so cool, right?
This is
But at
awesome.
the same time, right, when you start looking at manufacturing proof and try to do things for the relationship of finding yourself, right? How does it help, or what do you believe men want versus what women want?
I
Does it
think we
differ?
I think we all want the same thing. We all want to feel trusted and we don't want to be managed or monitored or judged or morally evaluated. Do you know what I
More
mean? Like, I don't want you to judge me. Like, F you. Don't tell me what to do. Don't try to manage me. Don't try to
morally
monitor
evaluated. That's
me.
a good one.
We don't want to feel like we're constantly being assessed or that we're constantly being corrected. And I know we talk a lot about this with men too. Like, men don't want to be tested or corrected or coached, but women don't want that shit either.
Okay.
And I think that
Unless they want it.
it's a difference to come in and make a request of, "Hey, your I really value your thoughts or your perspective."
Okay.
And I think that when we come from that energy, it's completely different than your partner or the person you're dating just volunteering, like correcting you or coaching you. I just had a conversation yesterday with a client who she ended her relationship. She was in relationship with a man who he was really into personal development, his own personal development. She was into hers, and reviewing like her year-end review of like all the things that she was going to change in her business, and he owns multiple businesses. He's a very successful man, and the way that he responded to the conversation was like he was responding to a daughter. Like,
That
do you know what I
condescending.
mean?
I get it. I'm guilty of it sometimes. Oh, if Andrea's here, she would say like all the time.
And she was like, I didn't feel in that moment, I felt like I was being like not mothered, but kind of in a way. Yeah. Just, she was like, I didn't feel like I was speaking to my partner. I felt like I was speaking to my parent.
So
And
talk
she
about
was like, and immediately the polarity went away. Like, she was like, I was like, I need someone that keeps me like excited, that doesn't like, I don't want to be with a man who looks at me like, and I know the less than is the story, right? Like, she created a story that she was less than. But at the same time, if you have a man that's critiquing you, it can feel like he thinks he's better than you. I think, and that was where she was going, was I felt like
okay.
he thought he was better than me. I felt like I was his daughter. And she was like, and that just takes like all the polarity and the sexual attraction away.
Yeah, that
And I was like, oh, I can totally get that. I can
yeah,
totally
yeah, yeah, yeah,
understand that.
yeah, 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 yeah. But then that's kind of cool. In fact, Andrea, come over here, Andrea. It's
Yes,
2026. This is gonna be live. This is something new.
this is fun.
Did you listen to what Carrie just said? Okay. She said, there was some, in fact, give her, come. come. This is live. So it's like when a woman broke up a relationship with a man because she thought, because he was a business person, he was doing that, and he talked to her like it was his daughter. Now I told Carrie, I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of like talking condescendingly, both vice versa, because of this is a thing. But because there was both into self development, I want you to come here. Oh, she's not ready. She goes, what do you think about that and how I do it? This is raw, unfiltered. This is live on YouTube stream and TikTok. Talk. Yes.
Like I want to punch you in the face.
You heard that, Carrie?
No, I didn't hear that.
She said I want to punch him in the face.
When a man shifts that energy, it just sounds like he's correcting her instead of collaborating. And it's very patronizing. It's a patronizing tone instead of like really listening to what she has to say. It's kind of like a hierarchy.
Ooh,
instead of
resentment.
leadership, he's creating a hierarchy. I'm not saying he's doing it intentionally.
But and then you just start.
Can you hear?
Like, how do I?
Oh, again.
Resentment builds, and then you start to not want to be around them, not want to talk to them. When they start talking to you in that tone, you shut down because it's like, am I going to fight or am I just going to listen and then go about my day? And you really just don't want to be around that person anymore because you're over it. They start talking down to you, or they know better, or whatever the situation is, and you're just like, fine, whatever, like, I don't care anymore. You start to just give up.
So, see, you know what you got to do, right? Go on Facebook on our live and type in the comments.
I would make sure that I'm in before even having the conversation. I think there's a lot to check in with myself, because if I come in anything other than neutral, then I'm going to create a different environment, right? So I know for me, when I want to have a conversation, I might get a little anxious. I might think it's fucking urgent. Okay. And so I know for me, I get to check in with myself and stop speaking from the urgency, but I get to be clear and grounded and speak from certainty. And that means I'm not going to repeat myself, because when I repeat myself, then that puts across this like convincing energy. Like, I'm afraid the message didn't land. Like, I don't have faith in my ability to communicate. I over explain. And it's almost like I'm trying to win you over to my side, when really that's not what I want to communicate at all.
That way won't
work that way, because men don't respond to urgency. They respond to clarity and calmness. And if I'm certain and I'm not chasing like I don't want to chase understanding, I can just let silence do the work. I can express myself and I can just allow it like to land.
Explain that to me as a guy. That's not, how did we go from like because I don't want to be single. I don't want to be alone. But right at the same time, you mean my wife? I mean, hopefully my wife's not going to go nowhere, right? Because if not, she's gonna be trapped somewhere, right? Oh, she said I gotta be act right. But from a woman's point of view, how do we find common ground? Right? Because that's a viable question, right? To find viable ground between not losing ourselves in each other's problems, emotions, family dynamics, dealing with mother-in-laws, all this other crap that's going on, right? Business, work, pressures of living. What's the best course of action so that you don't have that fear of being alone?
How do we find common ground? I think it's just being authentic.
Okay.
It's not diminishing what I want to say to keep the peace. Not downplaying what I want, like speaking, this is what I want. What I find a lot in myself is that I might soften my delivery to avoid the conflict.
Okay, that's really good advice, actually. Right? Because that's something that I have to work on also. And I'll pride myself in that. Right? Because even working on delivery, we'll take it from, like, I just blew up the other day about something like that, about a delivery, how she was delivering the message to me, because she's working, she has the pressure, she's got everything going on. I got pressure, I have no outlet, I have everything, with the kids and everything else, and it's sustainable. And it's something that I have to work on, even as a guy. But I'm not saying most guys don't go through this. Most of the time we do, because like, that's why I do that thing with Doc. where it's like handling emotions and switching roles and everything else also affects everything, right? Now, having that common ground, even with your situation going on right now, finding that common ground can make it much better for both parties, right? You don't want to hold resentment. I don't want to hold no grudges. I don't want to hold no certain things. So I have to rephrase everything in my head, in my mind, and reframe it so that I don't do it, because I've done that before in my life.
One of the biggest things that shifted for me in the very beginning was shifting my fucking language, because I get to
Ooh,
separate the prediction from the truth. Because, like I said, the brain is going to predict based on the memory, not the fucking reality.
right. That's deep. Because even for that situation, right? You don't understand that you want to change. I mean, let's keep it 100%, right? The reason why a lot of times you just don't know what to do is because you never had the tools to do it and you don't want to do it. So you rely on that past,
Yes.
right? You rely on that past and you hold on. And like you said, you anchor it all. And then you seek validation when the same shit happens again. It's like, okay, that's just how it is. Now, when you start putting in the work, right? When you start putting in the work, then it's a whole different ball game, because that's when it all changes. Because then you're going to change your language, you're going to change your behaviors, but you have to have a substance of block that you hold on to.
Yes. And what I mean, and I know a lot of people are going to wonder, what do you mean by changing your language? Like, I get to catch the way that I'm speaking to myself in my head, right? Like when I think about a relationship, like
Yes.
if a man leaving, like, this always happens, or I know how this will end. That's a prediction. It's not it's not the truth.
Yeah.
And so I allow the thought to come in my head. That's fine. But I just get to relabel it. And that is just knowing that, okay, this is just a thought. It doesn't mean anything. And it's going to allow me to learn the difference between fear and intuition.
Because, like, it goes to show, right? People want to change, they might not have the tools. People want something different. People want a path, but they don't know how to reframe, rephrase, or look at different things different that can change their lives. Does it take a little work upon themselves and be honest with that identity and let go of the past? You have to be able to let go of that past. This is how cool this can be, because this is what we're going to be doing for the next, for 2026. Like, she just gave me an idea, right? So, like, we're going to do this, right? So give me an event, Carrie. Give me an event, a situation
What
that
do
one
you?
of your clients might have or something like that, right? Being single, right?
Okay, being single.
Right, being single, right? That's the event that's going to happen. The belief of their old belief, right, might be something like what that person might be feeling
I'm going to be this way forever. Love is not
Mhm.
available for me.
forever. Perfect, right? Now the emotional outcome of that, the feelings, the actions, what are you feeling?
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Like my chest is tight.
Chest is tight.
Yeah, my chest is tight. I can hardly swallow. I
Can't
feel
swallow.
tension in my jaw.
Okay. Now, perfect.
Okay.
You see all this down here, right here? This is all your past behavior. Your past behavior, your old things, whatever you got. Now, how we're going to rephrase this whole situation. This is something me and Carrie, guys, this is something me and Carrie are going to teach going to 2026 by working with us, right? Now, what are some of the connected approach that you're going to be connected by single that you're going to challenge with your attitudes or your values, right? So you want to change the perception, right? Now over here, I have my things that I use, but what are some of your attributes, your values that you hold on to? And we're going to challenge that. What is something your core values?
So now I want to be clear. Are you asking about what I'm currently believing about being single?
Okay, this is the whole situation.
That situation in the past.
Reframe it, but you also have to have some sort of values that you believe in. We're going to use that to challenge your behaviors to block that bad attitude. Right? So, what is a core value do you believe in?
Integrity, honesty.
Perfect. So, integrity. What else?
Honesty, loyalty, love.
Okay, perfect. We'll just use that as an example. Now, if you're single and you're looking for integrity in yourself, your connected approach would be, if you're being objective and open-minded, is I'll find somebody, or someone will choose me.
Or how about I'm a good fucking catch?
Yeah, good catch, right? Okay. The whole thing is See this behavior down here? That's going to change.
Yes. Oh, this is so good.
If you change this, I'm a good catch, to using one of your attitudes, not the ones I created, with being honest with yourself, right?
Yep.
It goes right. What's the desired outcome of your behavior?
I'll be in relationship with loving me.
Yes. And what will your behavior say?
What will I feel in my body?
Yes.
I will feel centered, grounded, calm.
Centered.
Yeah.
Calm.
Grounded.
Now, look at this, right? Same situation, same perception, but look the difference. Your actions.
My actions will be different because I'm neutral. I'm now responding instead of reacting.
No reaction.
Yeah, there's no emotional charge.
No charge.
No self beat up.
No beat up.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about this sheet?
Dude, that's amazing. I love that.
Right? So now I use this in business. I use this in sales. I've used this in my coaching.
Every person that I choose will simply reflect the places that I'm still abandoning myself. And if I look at it through that lens, I realize that like love is available to me. It's not failing me. It's just exposing where I'm not free yet. And so I get to change my choice, which is choosing myself.
Beautiful, beautiful. Guys, we're back. Everybody, hope everybody had a wonderful year. It's only gonna get better. Guys, we're offering so many different things. Please reach out. It's all fine details. Let me get with Carrie, see what we're gonna do. And we just want to, by the first quarter, you should be at a different level. Guys, this is Gordon Watt from Boundaries and Brotherhood. We'll see you next week. Bye.